period. It'll just be your hands. Your outside ring's too tight. Let out your outside 2 notches and take up your inside if you can.
The inside one's on the left.
Well, then leave it there, but let out your outside.
Okay.
That's all right, just let him walk out. You stay put and let him walk around you. That's it. And then start moving at his shoulder, stop backing up. Now move at his shoulder forward, forward. That's it. Good. Now he's on the track, now send him to do something.
I don't need to let him warm up type of thing.
No, they don't warm up when they go outside and run balls to the wall in the pasture. Nobody's there saying, hey, you better stop and warm up first.
I think of that. I used to think of that. Like, he doesn't warm up when he goes out and runs around like a jerk.
Yeah, but we get near them and then we gotta put the bubble wrap on them and say, well, they gotta warm up. You see how much Gina down there is warmed up? She trotted around like 4 times and now she's loping. I mean, you know. That's that stupid bullshit dressage crap. Gotta warm up for fucking 45 minutes and then the horse is still an idiot.
I've seen it.
She's
I see it
giggling.
all the time.
The horse will be all tired out before he
Like
start
I
doing
see other
something.
People said, okay, it's the right thing.
Yeah, no. Maybe for them, not for you. Now make them trot a little bit. Get after them a little bit with the whip. That's it. There. Now let them stay like that. It's okay to start off like that. It's quiet. That's okay. But make him, now you gotta make him move a little bit more. Okay? Not like 0 to 60. Just gotta get into him where he's taking that consistent little working trot stride like that. And keep it going. Till you want him to change and do something else. That's it. Keep moving toward his hip. That's it. There you go. Keep moving toward his hip. Good. Pretty horse.
Looks like a pool around.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that color. So he's drifting. So now you got to get in his ass a little bit right there. So you got to get more toward his hip, and you got to drive him forward more when he wants to pull you across the arena like that.
Okay.
Get him. Now get into him, because that's resistance. That's mental resistance, not physical. That's mental. So now he's being fresh. So now you got to get in his shit. Come on, make a move. Let's go. Come on. He's got to move. He's got enough energy to go wringing his head around like that and half-ass kicking out. Then he needs to go. Right. There you go. That's your signal.
Okay.
You take your signals from him. Okay? When you asked him to come in a little bit, he got a little belligerent. When they start pumping up like that, shaking their head, that ain't a good thing. He needs to keep moving.
Okay, so I have to get after one.
Yeah.
Okay, he does do that.
Yeah, well, no.
Okay. Good to know.
Not acceptable. That's it. You want that coming out and getting rid of that now. So that doesn't come back and bite you in the ass when you get on him and you make him want to go forward. You don't want that happening when you're on the saddle.
No. Well, I said some of the stuff he does, he never does it when you're here.
Of course
I
not.
always know, she's here. But behave.
No, it's because I'm here and you're listening. You know, it's got nothing to do with him. If you feel more confident when I'm here.
Right, true.
And he senses that. It goes right through that lunge line. Good. At least we're humming at the right time.
I did it?
Oh, you did? I said at least we're humming at the right time. Oh, my goodness. Good. So he's a little high, okay, in the bridle. So he's still feeling a little juiced, okay? So you want to let him lope around 2 or 3 times, go back to the trot 2 or 3 times, up to the lope 2 or 3 times. You want to get that juice out of him. When they lift up like that and like, woo, what? Then you don't want that. You want to get rid of that before you get on. And it may only be on this side. It may not be on the other side. Sometimes that's the way it is.
Okay.
That doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It's just the way the lay of the land is. 'Cause I know we have to have a reason for everything. It's like I'm not a freaking horse psychologist. I can't get in his head. I can just see what he's doing, and that tells me what he is or is not thinking. So you want him to, when you lift up, to go canter again, lift your rein hand, your lunge line hand up slowly. And then just come back behind him with the whip like that and kiss. You don't want him to jerk his head up like that. You want him to flow into it.
Okay.
So you want to leave things slow, but ask him. Okay, so now he's got a counter canter, which is cool. I don't care if they counter canter. I don't care. That's fine. Let him counter canter a little bit till he gets comfortable with that, and ask him to trot. You need to, when you lift your line up, you want to pull his nose a little bit more to the inside.
Okay.
And Angel, when you're done, you need to put some more holes in those side reins.
All right.
Don't pull back. Lift your hand way up. There you go. Better. Counter canter will make a horse more supple on the correct lead. So counter canter is never a bad thing. Not cross cantering, not ever, ever, ever on any day or any time acceptable. Ever.
I saw it last night, somebody working on.
Yeah, I know.
Canter like the whole time.
Yeah, I know. You'll see a lot of that. Every one of them over there. Never.
Why would they do that? The horse?
Because
I don't
they're-
want you to get in their head. Just
Because they're leaning. Their shoulders down inside because their head is to the wall. They don't position their heads to the inside of the circle.
Okay.
They let them carry their heads outside.
Yeah.
And when they carry their head outside, they know they have to be on the right lead in the front,
Yeah.
but they take the wrong lead in the back to balance themselves because of where their head position is.
Hey, guys. Thank
Now,
you.
Bobby told me that there's a tendon in their foot. I don't know what the name of it is. It's not the deep flexor tendon because that comes down to the back of their leg and into the back of their hoof to their coffin bone. It's not that one. It's one that's on the side. Can't remember the name. But he said in all the years he's been shoeing horses, he's had 4 horses that were lame because of that tear in that tendon. Are you looking at me? 3 of them right here. You see what I'm talking about?
I remember you said they do that. No, not as far as I
Because
was.
they'll go lame. They can't go out, I mean, they're gonna do it, but you don't make them keep doing it.
Right.
You don't allow it to keep going. And especially on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, year-to-year, before you know it, they're crippled.
Right.
Even my vet knows that. Pick up and make them canter again. Just slow. Good. Better.
She just kept going around and around.
Yes. See, that's what you're looking for right there. Nice and relaxed. See that nice rhythmic, slow, ground covering stride. Very nice. There, right there. That's what you want. Very, very good. Good boy. Nice transition down the crotch. Nice and soft, like butter for chocolate. Very nice. We're going to try, let him go around one more time at the trot. And then when you get back in that same spot again over your seat, ask him to canter one more time. And don't lift the line this time, just kiss. See what happens. Nice. Very nice. Remember, our goal is always to get down to the lowest common denominator.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
That's your goal. Like you may want to help him when he first comes out,
Yeah,
so you're setting direct, obvious signals.
yep,
But then at the end, when he starts to warm up, he starts getting his head out of his ass, you want to get down to the lowest common denominator.
okay,
Because that's what you're going to do when you ride him. You're just going to kiss, okay?
right,
And nobody's going to know it but him.
right.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Damn, this horse is starting to move really good. First week, he had a lot of knee. He had a lot of knee.
Okay.
Now he's losing all his knee.
I assume he's getting into better shape.
Well, but he's also balanced.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's got nothing to do with shape. That's got everything to do with balance. Okay? A horse isn't balanced. It's like a car spinning their wheels in the mud. They got to try harder.
Okay.
When their body gets balanced, their movement gets better. You see how much he's using his hops now? I mean, he's really moving up under himself behind with that inside hind and pushing off. And he's nice and quiet and rhythmic. Now, if you want to see balance, then watch his left front, no, his right front and his left rear. Don't look at any two legs, but his right front, his left rear.
Yeah.
Let him trot a little bit. And then watch those two legs. They should hit the ground exactly at the same time.
And they did.
Oh, well, that's balance. Sure, nobody ever taught you that. That would take a brain. But anyway,
Even from the ground, I can't see when they're using their rear end or not on their front end.
well, what are you expecting to see?
I don't know, but people will look at them when they're lunging and they'll say, oh, he's moving off his ass end.
Well, he just did right in front of you.
He did.
He really pushed off with that left hind when you went at him a little bit. He went up under himself more, really pushed back. And you'll see it on the tape.
Okay. So I'll watch for the difference from when we started.
Yeah, I mean, right now, that's as engaged as this horse is ever going to get. Okay? He is not a Holsteiner. He's not a Trakehner. He's not an Oldenburg. He's not built like that. He's a paint. Okay? Which means he's a quarter horse that's got a lot of color. And he's long in the back, you know what I mean? And he's short-legged for the length of his body.
Right.
But he's a very efficient mover. He's a pretty mover, in spite of all that. But don't think you're gonna get this big friggin', fourth level friggin' trot out of him. He physically will never be able to do that.
That's fine, because I'll be too old by the time he would.
Well, who
And I won't
cares?
be doing that stuff anyway.
Who wants that? I don't wanna ride that. I wanna ride Rainers. You know what I mean? I don't even mind riding a Hunter, but I don't wanna ride that. You know? I just don't. It's like, so who cares? You know, you want a good broke horse that you can enjoy. Most
Exactly.
people, that's what they want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly what I want.
You want to enjoy this horse. So if
And I
you
just-
want to ride Western one day, you can ride Western one day. If you want to ride ranch horse in your Western saddle and extend the jog, then, you can do that.
Right.
If you want to do figure eights and work on counter canter circles and lead changes, you can do that. If you want to ride a Hunter under saddle, you can do that. You know what I mean? How many more things could you want to do?
That's too many.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, but that's the point, is you got a horse that you can kind of do a lot of different things.
Right.
So, who cares if he does dressage? I mean, he'll be able to do dressage now,
Right.
because all dressage is, first level, test 1 and 2, is hunters.
Right.
They don't want them to elevate that head and that neck until they're well into first level, and almost out of first level. Then they have to start coming up in the bridle. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
That's a different movement.
See, I didn't know that.
Well,
Well, I didn't know that they don't want that to begin with.
No, they don't.
See, I don't know that.
Mm-mm.
That's why when